Let's switch back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up in the morning.
Yep. And you continue your mapping of the small mountain range to the northeast of the settlements. Yep. You start your morning off. Okay. So you're going along doing your mapping, and I guess make a perception check because you're actively looking out for shit.
God, where did that tab go? Yeah.
Okay. You hear the sounds of some more voices, interestingly enough. Just you're about to head over the top of a ridge, and down on the other side of this ridge, it sounds like there's some voices.
Stealth.
They're speaking.
Stealthy.
Well, they're speaking a language you don't understand.
Stealthy.
Okay.
Haha!
Wait, did you just roll a natural 20 on both?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm invisible.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you turn invisible. For the double 20, you are all but invisible. When you see crouching behind this like perfectly shaped rock that's got like a small crack in it that lets you see out through it without being seen.
It's just big enough that I can shoot arrows through it too.
Yeah, you see a group of 3, let me see how to describe them. They're sort of like dwarf-like creatures, or am I thinking of the other thing? They're like sort of man-ish type things. Yeah, you see a group of 3 dwarves, but these ones are have sort of darker skin. It's more of a like this purplish grey color, and their beards are grey.
Okay, do I have any idea what these are?
Give me a nature check, I guess.
17.
Yeah, these are a type of dwarves that are like only superficially related to normal dwarves. They typically dwell deep in mountainsides, much like dwarves, but I mean dwarves have hill dwarf varieties that live outside. Whereas do you know that these dwarves are known for living in especially deep underground. Yeah, is it Duergar? Duergar? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Do I know if they're like particularly evil? Anything about their culture?
Yeah, you've heard they're not nice.
Very unpleasant.
You think it would be unwise to reveal yourself to them.
Yeah. I stay hidden.
Okay. They pass by, sort of chatting in this strange language, animatedly, sort of pointing out against things.
Yeah, I made note of anywhere there.
You notice that whenever like they look up or gesture, they sort of like shield their eyes as they sort of like gesture away to things.
Anything they pay particular close attention to, I make note of. And I just like hide until they leave.
Okay, they continue on their way.
Where do they go?
They end up heading down a hill and then sort of up a path into the mountains. Okay. And then it's a little bit overcast today, and it's still early morning. But then as the sun starts to come out from behind a cloud, you actually see them just like head into the mountains, and there's like a small like nook of a cave that they take shelter in. It seems.
Am I around the part of the mountains where I'd expect like a path through?
What do you mean, like
I'm here to look through a pass through the mountains, right?
Yeah, I mean, you've noted through like several like possible things. I mean, there's a few good passes because what they asked was we want passages that go up the mountainside, like a
Okay.
decent way. So then we can send people to map all the way through the mountains, but we just want the starting points, so we
Okay.
know exactly where to go, so we don't have to
Yeah.
spend our time like dicking around searching.
If they don't want me all the way to go all the way through, then I'm
No.
not going to bother on my own.
No. Yeah, because that would be such a lot of effort to find a new path through mountains that you would need a specialized team, lots of rations and stuff. Like,
also, it's super dangerous with all
Yeah.
these things around.
you're like the Ford Scout, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I make special note that this pass is probably a really bad idea.
Yeah. Would not be a bad assumption.
And
Oh,
I
boy.
just sneak my way past this area, try get away from these guys.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to be pretty keen. Now that the cloud cover is clearing, the day is getting on, they seem to be pretty keen to get out of the sun
Yeah,
themselves.
sneak my way around, keep going.
Yeah, well, they were heading like the opposite direction. Yeah, you don't even need to roll for it. You're fine.
They mentioned some ruins. Where did they say those ruins were?
Towards the sort of southern end of it.
Okay, so like around the area I'm getting to now.
Yeah, you'd expect something sort of coming up.
Okay. I take special note to look around for that now.
Okay.
But yeah, I just continue around, looking around.
Yeah, nothing happens through the afternoon and that. Yeah, and you eventually set up camp as well again. My dice.
What kind of hidden spot? How nice is it?
Well, the first time you rolled a natural 19, the second time was a natural 20.
What's this one?
A 9. You find an overhang. It'll work.
It's tolerable, I guess, if I have no other option.
Yeah. What's the weather like? The weather's fine.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I... Ugh. It's a bit exposed.
Like, it's in the hills rather than the mountains, so it's not super exposed, but it's okay against the elements.
I'm more worried about things.
I know, but
Like, I'll stay up through the first part of the night, keeping watch. And then I'll go to bed and I'll try and wake up close to dawn so that, like, I can keep watch through the early dawn.
okay.
So, like, maybe I'll sleep half a night, and keep watch through on the edges.
Yeah. So, well, while you're awake, make a perception check, seeing as you're looking out for shit.
I'd rather just do my passive perception.
Well, if it's lower than your
why-
passive perception, I'll use your passive perception.
Okay,
Is how I'm doing it. Yeah.
alright.
So I'm giving you the chance to roll better than your passive perception.
That's good,
okay,
though.
Justin. Yeah.
My passive stealth is 18.
Your passive stealth? Is that a
Yeah.
thing?
I mean, like, any check can be kind of done passively. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like if you take 10 sort of thing.
yeah.
Which, yeah, it's not a thing written to 5th
Like,
edition, but...
If you're doing it for a long period of time, you just take, like, the passive score sort of deal.
Yeah. That is not my monster manual. I'll have to roll a stealth check. Unless this creature has particularly good stealth, you will see it. How do I alphabet again? God, I'm so bad at this. Yeah, so you see like coming in, you hear like the sort of flapping sound and coming into land. This large creature comes in and lands like about 30 meters away from your cave. It's night, so you can't see properly, but it seems to be some sort of winged creature that has 4 legs. And it's large, so it's like horse-sized.
So ready for the worst.
Make a stealth check.
Yay, thing I'm good at.
Okay.
Really,
Wow.
really good at.
I know, right? So as this creature moves around in the moonlight, you can see that it has the head of a bird of some sort, with a serious hooked beak, and its front legs are talons, have like clawed talons. Its wings and front half are all feathered, and its back legs have hooves and has sort of fur along the back half.
It's a hippogriff.
Maybe.
Well,
Or you
see
can
if
roll a
my
nature
character
check.
has any idea. Probably not.
No, it's some bizarre looking creature that you've never seen before.
How intimidating does it look?
I mean, it's the size of a horse, and its front like legs are
So really
the
damn
legs of a bird.
intimidating.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, seeing as you have the drop on it, you could probably fight it off, but
I don't
You know.
want to take a risk unless I'm in a spot where I have a really good advantage.
yeah, I mean, where it is, you could get...
Like,
You
if
could
I'm
probably
hidden in a bunch of rocks where it can't really get to me, I might try it.
I mean, you feel confident that if you shot it right now, you could get another shot in before it got to you.
Yeah, but I mean, unless I'm in a spot where it's like, it gets to me, up to me, and it still can't get me, then I'm not going to bother. 'Cause
Yeah,
this shit is big and scary.
Yeah.
Like, this is the sort of thing where it could eat a bugbear, and bugbears are scary enough as it is.
Yeah. Okay. The creature sort of like sniffs around and gives out a few bird sort of shrieks. It's like, "Ah!" Not like loud, but just sort of
Yeah.
cawing and stuff.
Just like,
And it sort of
Making
walks
noises to
around
itself.
for a bit and sort of pokes around the rocks, moving them with its beak. And then it gets up and looks around, and after about 5-10 minutes, it flies away.
okay. Did it leave any, like, feathers on the ground or anything?
Oh, probably. Yeah, you find a few feathers.
Okay, yeah, I just, like, grab a couple of the feathers.
Yeah, there's literally 2 like good sized feathers. Turns out that's the vital component for like the wish spell or something. Alright, it has no material components in 5th edition, which is super cool. Okay, you eventually get tired, go to sleep, and wake up early. Unmolested or attacked by a hippogriff or other creature, which may or may not have been a hippogriff. Okay. Oh, okay, I love this D12. Let's see what I get. Okay, so you're going along doing your mapping when you hear some loud, like, shrieking something noises from the sky.
God damn it.
I assume you turn and immediately look up.
Yep. Push myself against the wall. Have my bow.
And you see, probably a couple of 100 feet away, a large winged beast, some sort of leathery, vaguely reptilian-looking thing,
God damn
comes
it.
swooping down. Not at you, but something a couple of 100 feet away from you.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Roll a nature check to see what it is.
Ugh. Very, very scary thing.
Yeah, not really.
I know what
sure.
it is. But...
And as it flies down, you hear another shriek, and you see the same beast that you saw last night, or one of the same species, fly up from the ground, and this thing giving chase to it through the air as they both shriek. And so they sort of fly and weave through the air and sort of head off into the mountains, screaming and cawing. But you stay well hidden.
My ridiculous fucking stealth.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't going for you, so you didn't really need to roll it.
Yeah, but wyverns and hippogriffs?
I have not told you what either of these species are. It could be anything.
No. But they're very, very frightening.
Yeah. So you can still hear them after they fly away. Like, they don't seem to be that far away, and it seems you can hear their screams echoing through the mountains and that.
Yeah. I mean, I take extra care to look out for these things.
Okay, you do see them flying along again, and until eventually you can sort of see them as not quite specks. You can still make out their wings and stuff being. Yeah. It looks like the wyvern catches the leathery beast catches the feathery one, and they sort of tumble to the ground, maybe 500 meters away in the hills. So not in the mountains, but in the hills off to your right, I guess. Totally just checking the stats of the different creatures. I saw it was I saw your monster manual. I saw the bottom half of it.
Actually, maybe that could have been a griffin instead, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. The you just don't notice the dragon come and eat you because you're too busy looking at books.
Nah. Yeah, I won't cheat too much. I mean, my character has no idea. They're just terrifying creatures.
Okay, so as you go over a few more hills, and it's coming to early afternoon, and those screams did stop. So whatever happened, the creatures don't seem to care, or maybe one of them's dead or whatever.
Yeah.
You come over a hill, and you see some low broken pieces of stonework, because you see square blocks of stone laying around. So the light is, well, I suppose it's not quite dimming yet, but it's an overcast day. But you see some more of these bolts of light or whatever shooting out from this place just into the sky.
God damn it!
And yeah, so this is just over the next hill, so it's 200 meters away. And it looks like there's sort of a sunken area in the ground that you can't see, and that's where these bolts are shooting out of.
I scout all the way around the outside of this area, making sure there's nothing in the surrounding area around this place where all the bolts are shooting out.
You mean you're looking for creatures?
No people, no creatures.
Yeah. Make a survival check.
Haha!
Okay, there's nothing around here.
Yeah.
I think. Let me check.
I want to make super sure that, when I go to look at whatever the hell is shooting these things, nothing is gonna surprise me.
Yeah. There's, nothing. No creatures around for at least a few hundred meters. And so, there was a burst of, several of these things flying out. But other than that, nothing really much going on.
Stealth up to the edge and take a look.
Okay, make a stealth check. Okay. You look over, and in sort of this sunken hollow, there's what looks like it's been sort of excavated roughly, but you see a stone doorway that's completely open, leading underground. Okay. And you hear like the curses of like you actually hear a voice cursing in common from inside.
Is there anywhere I can hold up where I'm like completely hidden and I can hide around?
Yeah, so the door is so it's like roughly a door is sort of built into one of the sides of this bowl, like it's just dirt has been dug out
Yeah.
in a bowl shape. It's probably 10-meter diameter. So if you just sat above the door, anyone who walked out the door who wasn't like stretched looking up would totally not see you.
I want to hide out somewhere where like I could get a good bow shot on anyone coming out of the door, but I'm also not within direct sight from the door, and like no one can sneak up on me. And like I want to be a good distance away, but still have sight of the door without standing out in the open, if at all possible.
Okay, I guess seeing as with your amazing sniper skills, you can do that. You can find a ridge
Yeah.
that's something like 300 feet away, or almost that, from the door. So you're looking straight down at the door, but you're so far away that perched at the top of this rocky hill that nobody would notice.
Yeah. And then I just hide and wait.
Okay. Okay, you after maybe an hour or so, you see a figure with black robes emerge from the building.
Which way does he go after leaving the door?
After he leaves, he goes and sits down like on one of these stone or against one of these stone blocks, and he has a pack on and sort of takes it off and pulls out some stuff and goes rummaging through it. But it's to your right, I guess, sort of. You could draw a little map.
As long as he's still within view and within range, I wait a little bit, watching him in the doorway, seeing if like anyone else is coming up through it.
Okay. The M is for man, and then the S is for Salil. I'll move you over because you're a fair bit further than that over, but
Yeah.
just indicative of sort of where you are. So then the circle is the excavated bowl, and then
Yeah,
so
I'd
you're
be
actually,
like way off
Yeah.
the screen.
yeah. But I mean, I'm not going to draw that because it's
Yeah.
too hard. And yeah, the little square in the circle is the doorway.
So yeah, I'd wait a little bit longer, make sure no one else is coming up. What's it look like he's doing?
Eating,
Okay.
drinking.
I'll wait a couple more minutes while he's eating, make sure no one else comes up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What are you gonna do?
If no one comes up within like 5 minutes, or like I don't hear anyone else coming, I kill this guy.
Okay. Well, as you're getting into position, you see from inside the door, there's a bright, pale blue glow that just emanates from it, like a bright light has gone on inside, and it stays on. This is
Does
probably
he
like
seem
30
phased by this at all?
He looks up and notices it, and you see him like shake his head or something. But sort of continues just sitting around.
Okay. I figure there's someone else down there who's doing stuff still, and this guy's taking a break, and I still go for him.
Okay. You got advantage.
20.
20 does hit.
9 and 18 damage.
Yep. You just hit him straight in the chest with an arrow, and he sort of just falls over to the side, like laying prone,
Yeah.
unmoving.
I hide and wait.
Okay. How long do you wait?
I watch that door. Until it gets dark, I think.
Okay. Well, an hour
Watching
passes.
the doorway.
The pale light stays on. Another hour passes. Another hour passes. Another hour passes. It's starting to get dark now. Like, the light is starting to fade, so it's probably like 6 or 7. Like, it's still day,
Yeah.
but, you know, it's fading away. And then the light goes out, like, towards evening.
Okay.
After another hour.
I mean,
And nobody comes in or out of the door or anything like that.
I wait until it's totally dark.
Yep.
And still
10
nothing's
or
happening.
11. Yeah, nothing's happening.
I stealth my way over to the guy I killed.
Okay. You see it's a human man. He's got a black robe on.
Yeah. Rifle through his things.
Okay, he has a dagger, a book written in a language you don't understand. No money. His bag was like an explorer's pack of some sort. Like, it's got rations, torches. Actually, no torches. He doesn't have torches. It's got rations, that sort of stuff. Is there any water skin? Is there anything particular you?
I'll take the book, of course.
Yep.
How much does that weigh?
5 pounds.
Black robe, guy, book. Weight 5. Any rings, herbs and crab, amulets, jewelry, tattoos?
Maybe he has some herbs of some sort. No tattoos, no jewelry. He's just got a shaved head, short beard that's starting to grey. It was sort of like a blondish colour before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly just rations and work. Because he doesn't have any sort of fire making things in his pack, which you find kind of interesting.
I mean, he's probably a spellcaster. He's wearing a robe.
Of course. God, just stereotyping people, aren't you?
I mean, you don't really wear a robe unless you want people to know you're a spellcaster. Or you want to pretend you're one.
Maybe.
It's a good way to get killed. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have anything that looks obviously valuable on him.
I guess he has a few really weird things in, like, in one of his belt pouches, like, I don't know. We have weird sort of disconnected stuff, like a bit of leather and, like, some random, like, sorts of, like, dusts or powders or something.
I mean, unless any of it looks obviously valuable, I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
No, it's just, like, weird shit.
Yeah, I just leave it then. And it's dark in there now?
Yeah, it's dark in there, it's dark outside.
I hide this guy's body among some of the rocks and ruins.
Okay.
And then I try and find a hiding spot to sleep the night with view of that doorway.
The only spots you can find that are in view of the doorway are pretty just like exposed. Just you can find a boulder to sleep next to, but
then I find a good hiding spot instead.
Yeah, you find a pretty decent one. Like a nice sort of sheltered overhang that's a bit more cavey with some boulders out the front.
Hide up there for the night. And yeah, I guess I sleep.
Okay. You go to sleep. Okay. Nothing much happens while you're asleep.
Woohoo. Okay.
Yeah, you just wake up.
I set up in front of that doorway again.
Yep.
First thing in the morning. hiding out, getting a sniper position, and I'll wait like a couple hours to see if anything happens. Like 3 hours at most.
Nothing happens in the 3 hours then. If it's 3 hours at most.
No.
Yeah, nothing. Just nothing happens.
Okay. Then I stealth my way up to the door.
Okay. At the door, there's just a doorway. There's no door, and
Yeah.
you see a hallway that's about 30 feet long, and it seems to go left and right. It's dark in there.
Like pitch black?
From inside, yeah, there's no light. It's pitch black inside.
He had torches on him?
No, he did not. He had no
Alright.
fire
Yeah, he had
making
nothing
things
at
at all.
I light a torch and take my rapier in my other hand. And I go looking. Against my better judgment.
Okay.
But if he was in there, it can't be too dangerous.
Okay, so you walk down the passageway and look left and right. Yeah. So okay, you look left and the hallway continues on and then turns, and when you look right, it opens into some sort of room that you can't see much of. So it's totally like dusty and dark, like it hasn't been anyone had come through here in a long time.
Yeah, I look at it and I go to the room first then.
Okay, it's got a bunch of...
The whole time I'm like, I just peek barely around the corner with my head, make sure there's nothing there, and then I creep out. Like, I'm going max stealth mode.
Okay, I guess roll stealth. Well, you've got a torch, so it's a bit hard to be stealthy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying not to make myself open for attack until I know what's coming.
That seems pretty fine to me. There's nothing in this room, like, in terms of living things. There's, some stone, like, tables and chairs by the looks of it, or, like, stone blocks that look like they were used for tables and chairs. Yeah. It looks very plain, and, like, everything's very just plain utilitarian, like, squares of stone for everything.
Yep.
Not much in the way of decorations or anything like that.
I mean, I look around for anything noteworthy, and is there any other way out of the room, or the room just stops?
There's two exits. One in front of you, one to your left.
I go and look down the other passageway first.
That one is a dead end. Like, you go around the corner and there's like a rock slide that's knocked it off.
Okay. So I head back towards the other one and look at those two tunnels real quick.
So yeah, they're both tunnels that go off and sort of turn, so like they don't immediately lead into another room.
Yeah. I check them out. Totally gonna get killed by undead.
No. Let me just have a look here.
Eaten by a rust monster.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Ugh. I have to get Sentinel after when I hit level 4.
Okay, so you're going down this hallway, and you do notice that there's a few cobwebs and stuff around. Like, it's a bit spider-webby.
God damn it!
Bigger, thicker strands.
That's worse than undead. Yeah, I get the fuck out of that tunnel.
Okay. Let me find, where is it going? Okay, well, yeah, then you turn around and you see that in the room you're in, you're not even sure how it got in. You see crawling over a table is this enormous spider, like bigger than you.
Can it get through the hallway?
Yeah, it's just big enough that it can.
How far away is it?
About 30 feet.
Fuck.
Got to roll for initiative.
It's too close. That's a terrible initiative.
Spider didn't do much better, but still, it's better than you. Okay. So as you roll a 6. And can I? Oh, I have to edit. What? I was supposed to be. No, whatever. I'll fix it in a sec. The spider goes first. Okay. Yeah. It just tries to spit this glob of web at you. And it totally hits you.
No, I have AC 15.
I know. Well, it rolled a natural 15.
God damn it.
Okay.
I catch it with the torch.
Yeah, you can if you want. It's probably pretty flammable. So yeah, you get covered in this web that just is impeding your movement. Basically, as the spider then tries to close the distance with you, crawling over this table, and then as it sort of goes on its side a little bit to fit in the hallway. Like it can fit, but it's going sort of diagonally curled up a bit.
So it's just like totally blocking my way.
Yeah. And it's closed pretty much to melee distance with you.
Drop torch on the ground. Dual dagger. Dual wield.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll do rapier first.
Okay.
24.
That does hit.
9 damage.
Okay, you give the spider a stab with your rapier, and it shrieks. Doing your dagger attack.
14.
Yeah, that hits.
4.
Nice. Yeah, the spider shrieks as you give it a double stab and attempts to bite back at you. It actually misses you. So the webbing's mostly over your legs, preventing movement, so you manage to sort of lean back and dodge and as you come back down for another stab with your
fucking
rapier.
Spiders. 23.
Yep.
6 damage.
That does a lot of damage to it. You can roll your rape. That doesn't kill it though, but your dagger.
Crit!
Okay.
Oh, nice. 7 damage.
You give it a stab right between like its middle 2 eyes, and it gurgles as it falls over on the ground, dead.
I get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. We'll make a strength check to get out of the web.
Saving throw?
No, strength check, I think. Yes,
they're the
DC
same
12
thing.
strength check. Okay.
I'm not good at strength.
No. Try again.
I don't... Using the torch seems like a really bad idea. The spider webs just melt. They don't burn, as we found out.
Oh, that's right, yeah. You do hear, though, as you're struggling to get out of the web, you do hear the of some sort of movement from further down the passage that you were going to be exploring.
Okay.
As this happens, you see a sort of blue glow as well from further down the passage. Actually, it's in the passage you're in as well, like this blue glow, just this diffuse glow, just lights everything up.
Okay. I'll be like trying to back away with this webbing.
Well, you can't actually move.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. If I can't move at all, then I won't. But yeah,
Okay,
I'll turn to face where the noises are coming from.
Okay, you see coming from around the corner, which is only like 20 feet away, crawling up sideways, peeking around, you see another spider.
Same size?
Yeah, same size.
Fuck.
Roll for initiative.
God damn it. 16.
You go first.
I assume it's in melee range.
It's closing, so you can allow it to close because you can't move to it, but it's moving.
Yeah, I mean, I can just hold my action until the second it comes in range.
So you can hold action until it's within range, or you can opt to just try and make another strength check to get out.
I can't outrun these things, I don't think.
I don't know. So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna
My
just
strength
wait
is awful. Yeah, I'll just hold action until it closes, and I'll attack it the second it makes. Second it closes.
Okay, I would say that you're holding your action, so you get your attacks off first.
Yeah, that's how it works in the basic rules. Yeah. 16?
Yes, that hits.
6 damage.
Okay.
And then 18 with the dagger for 1 damage.
Okay. The spider gives an unhappy shriek as you stab it, and it attempts to bite you, which it does not again. I suppose you're dual wielding, so you're not waving the torch at it, but
No, I dropped the torch.
yeah. But you
It's
even though your feet are stuck, the rest of your body has enough mobility that you can
Yeah.
duck and weave.
And this thing has to be like sideways on the wall, so like
Yeah,
I
it is
just
having
press
a little,
myself against the other wall, stuff.
yeah, it is having a bit of trouble. Like it can fit because insects can contort themselves,
Yeah.
but or arachnids, I guess.
Kill this damn thing. Hope. Oh fuck, 10.
Nope.
Go dagger. 22.
Yep.
4 damage.
Excellent.
Save me, dagger.
Spider attempts to bite you again, and this time you throw yourself against the other wall as it jumps forward. And it's like its feet are like scrabbling sort of at you now, but not actually doing damage, like it's trying to find purchase in the hallway. So it gives a shriek.
God damn it. Gotta kill this thing. 13?
Nope.
Fuck. 9, shit.
Nope.
God damn it. I'm gonna die.
It actually misses again. I cannot believe this shit.
I'm like basically
like
a
now,
contortionist at this time.
Yeah.
I'm like
it's
doing the
basically
limbo.
It's gotten like so on top of you that in the tunnel it can't quite get the right purchase to be able to lean around and bite you.
The carcass of the other one's too much in the way.
Yeah, well, the carcass of the other one is on the other side of you, but yeah.
God damn it. Kill it. 22 hits.
Yes.
Fuck. 5 damage.
Okay. All right.
And dagger.
Still
23
that
hits. 4 damage.
Still alive.
Fuck.
Um.
I hate spiders.
Okay. The diffuse blue glow seems to fade away as the spider takes another bite at you. Holy shit! I'm getting a different die. This one sucks. Yeah, the spider.
Turns out my
like,
terror of spiders is really working in my favor.
Yeah, you're sort of like jostling it with your body as it's trying to get like around to be able to get its fangs at you.
I like kick. I can't kick.
Yeah, that's because that's what I was gonna say, and I'm like, no, he can't kick. So you're just like somehow in this awkward passage, its fangs. And
I like headbutt it somehow.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way. Oh god damn it! Die. 13 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Yes, crit.
Crit with a dagger.
5.
It's still alive.
Fuck.
It needs to make a con save though, DC 15. which it does not. So roll a d6 for severity because it's larger than you, and a d10 for location. Probably not going to do anything unless you roll really well. Okay, 5's good.
God damn it. 6.
6. So that's the torso. A 5 is... A 6 would be stunned. Hang on, I don't have the purple worm thing open, but I know exactly the section to go to. Because I love it. Why you have to load menu? Come on. Combat and Tactics, Chapter 6, Critical Hits, Critical Hit Tables, Piercing versus Monsters. Abdomen is 6, 5. Abdomen struck, victim stunned, 1 round, minor bleeding. Okay, so you stab the spider, and it's stunned for a moment as your dagger digs deep into its abdomen, and it loses its turn.
I get advantage? I get advantage? Because it's stunned?
Yeah, I guess it's stunned, yeah.
Yes!
Crit. I don't think you can possibly not kill it. Yeah.
14. Rapier through the head.
Okay. It has been rapiered through the head. Now you can make a strength check to try and get away.
God damn it. 15?
That's enough.
Finally.
Okay, so you managed to get out of the web and just start running the hell away.
Well, do I hear any more skittering?
Make a perception check. You don't hear any more skittering, but all you can hear is your own heart thumping in your ears.
Yeah, I get out.
Okay, as you're going down the hallway, you see the blue glow appear much brighter from behind you and then fade again really quickly. I guess, yeah.
Actually...
Yeah.
Can I set up at, like, the furthest possible way to look at the place where I was fighting the spiders? Such that,
yeah,
like,
sure.
I could set up at maximum distance with my short bow, so that if any other spiders or anything come around that corner, I can hit them.
Yeah, sure.
And,
so,
like, I know nothing can come at me from behind because I already checked the other ways.
Yeah. Okay, so these are the 2 dead spiders. The gap in the middle is where you were stuck with the web. So this is the room that you're in.
Oh, did you move to a different page?
Yeah, are you not on it? I've dragged you over to it.
I'm technically a GM, so it doesn't do it automatically.
Oh, okay. Can you just go to the Untitled on the far right? Then? Yeah. Okay. So the maximum distance, I assume, would be putting you there. I mean, you can move yourself wherever you want.
Yeah, I mean, I'd just be, like, as far back as I possibly can. So, like, I'd be, like, here.
Okay, alright, yeah,
And
sure.
if, like, anything comes around that corner, or into this room, I kill it.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it looks really scary, in which case I get the fuck out.
Okay, so you see, and I'll denote it, S for spider, doesn't work. I'll have to just use a different symbol. Use a circle. Appearing, like sort of shimmering almost out of nowhere in time with this blue light happening, you see I'm pretty sure it's large. It's a spider. Different colors though. Yeah, it's large, but this one is like blue and white. The same color as the light that's been like pulsing. It just sort of appears from nowhere and it's looking straight at you and clicks its mandibles.
I get the fuck out. Spiders are one thing, magical spiders are something else.
Okay. You go first in the turn, so you just run, right?
Yeah. And I can move like 90 feet if I use all 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, even with your walking speed, you could get out of the little burrowy thing.
Yeah. GTFO.
Okay. you hear the sound of the spider. Like as you run, you hear the scrabbling of footsteps and the like. But you get outside, and what do you do as soon as you get outside the doorway?
Keep going.
Just run. Just
I mean, unless I can see anything like immediately outside.
There's nothing outside. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get as much distance as I can. Occasionally checking to see if it's like following me out or anything.
Okay. Yeah. You keep looking over your shoulder. You don't see anything. It all seems pretty okay.
Okay. Phase spiders. God damn it.
Nobody said what they were. Well, make a make an Arcana check, seeing as it's clearly a magical thing rather than a nature check. Yeah, you have no idea what that was.
Scary magical spider.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure there's like no webs left on me.
Yeah, you're fine.
And I go back to my job. Fuck this place.
Well, it's nighttime, wasn't it? Because didn't you wait till night to go in?
No.
You said you waited till it's dark.
I
think so, because you killed the guy, waited till... Yeah, you went to bed...
Yeah,
and then didn't you wait till it's dark?
No, I, like, waited till dark to see if anything else came out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I went to bed, and then I got up...
And then you waited... you went for, like, 3 hours.
Yeah, and then I went in, like, the middle of the day.
Okay. Yeah, so now it's probably, the middle of the day, basically. Early afternoon.
So, yeah. Go back to my job, make a note of this crazy, hellish spider place.
Yep. What was I looking for? Tables. Okay, the rest of your day of mapping is uneventful, and you basically finish off the, by evening, if you want to go a couple of hours into, like, up until it's dark, you can sort of finish mapping off the last parts of the mountains.
I mean, if I can tell that, like, I'm almost done, then I'd probably push the last little bit.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, so by the time you're done, it's getting to be well and truly dark, though. But you've mapped off all the best passages that go up and down the mountainside.
Find the best hiding spot I can to go sleep.
Yep, you find a good spot. One that'll keep you sheltered from elements and creatures. And you have a long, probably not too deep sleep, but nothing wakes you up.
Not very deep at all.
Okay. Spiders.
Okay, so I'm done with their task, basically?
Yeah. You've got, several possible passages marked up the mountainside, as well as you've probably written down the crazy shit that you saw in the area as well.
Yeah, like, this path has bugbears, this path has Dwagar or whatever.
Yeah.
This path has fucking
bird magic spiders.
And fucking flying reptile thing. Yeah. Stay the fuck away from evil dungeon of death. So yeah, I make my way then back to the towners.
Okay.
Best I can.
If you just head due west, you'll get to a road sooner, but it will not be the same. You'll end up further south than because you're like 3 days south from what was it, Camor? So
I'll try and get back to Camor, but I'll go to the road first. So, like, I'll head straight west to get to the road, avoiding any places that look especially dangerous. Trying my best to avoid all this crazy wildlife of doom. And then I'll head north along the road to get to Camor.
Okay. Oh, wait, actually, no, because you went north of Camor, then east. Yeah, if you head just due west, you'll end up in Camor.
Okay, yeah.
in a couple of days. Yeah, so the first day you're going through the hills, and around the middle of the day, you see walking along another hill, you see a figure in a cloak and hood who has a bow on their back on like an opposite ridge about 100 or so feet away.
Do they notice me?
Yeah.
I
They
stare at them.
they
They
yeah
stare
they
at
raise
me.
they like raise a hand and sort of like just like greeting sort of thing, like
Yeah.
acknowledgement of presence.
I acknowledge them too, and I make no motion to engage, but I keep a close eye on them and keep going on my way.
They seem to be doing like exactly the same thing, and you're going in opposite directions on up different ridges.
Yeah.
So,
Unless I see they're an elf.
they're wearing a cloak, so you
Yeah.
can't really see their features.
Yeah. If I can't tell they're an elf, then I just get out of there.
It's like if I murder every elf in the world, I'll eventually get the ones that I want to kill will be included in that.
Yeah. I mean, they're all
Good thinking.
implicitly involved.
It's a conspiracy. They're tainting our water as well. Okay, the rest of the day is uneventful. You go and have a sleep.
Yeah. Hiding, whatever. Okay. Yep, just keep going on my way. Being stealthy as much as I can, but...
Yep. Early the next morning, you see as you're traveling along, this is the time you're getting into the like grassier, more temperate hills where there's actual trees and bushes. You see a group of people in like armored people in sort of chain and splint with that are wearing colored tabards. There's a half dozen of them moving along through the hills, talking and looking around.
Races? Can I tell?
They're humans.
Okay. I don't make a move to engage with them at all, but if they come towards me, I like try and be friendly and non-threatening. I just like make like I'm heading back to town in a non-suspicious way as possible.
Okay. Yeah. So the way that you're heading is you're sort of gonna more or less meet. You'll be like 100 feet away at the closest point if you both just keep walking the way you're gonna walk.
Like, I'll get out of their way a little bit, but not like, oh my god, I'm hiding from you kind of deal.
Okay. They see you up there, and one of them shouts and says, like, "You up there, what's your business in these hills?" They're like 100 feet away at the bottom of a hill.
I'm like, I just yell back, I'm like, I'm a map maker, was hired to look through some mountain passes, see if there's an easy way to the marshes. I like hold up a piece of paper that I was like marking things on.
Make a persuade check.
I mean, it's true.
I know.
Where's persuasion?
They sort of confer, like they're talking amongst themselves. And, like, you can't hear what they're saying. Someone yells out, "Alright, on your way, heading back to town?"
Yeah, heading back to Camor.
Alright, had any trouble out and about?
I saw some guy with a hood like yesterday, I guess, about this time. There's some ruins with giant spiders in them. I saw a couple of giants, but that was a while ago. And further to the north. That's about it around here.
So, alright, well, on your way then.
Yep.
And they
Continue on my
don't.
way.
They're just stopping and having a discussion amongst themselves, you can see as you're walking along.
Yep.
And just, yeah. And they were wearing, you couldn't really see what was on it from here, but it was some sort of, like, green sort of tabard over their armor.
Yep.
Which, I suppose you would recognize vaguely as, like, oh, give me a history check, I guess.
What? History?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's like this colors of one of the towns around here somewhere. Like they're probably guards or like a scouting party or something from some settlement. Like they're there's some official business of some city somewhere nearby.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna mess with them. They're well armed. They have armor, and they're humans. I have no beef with them.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I just head back to Camor.
Yeah, you make it back to Camor the early evening, I guess, around dinner time.
I got some stuff to pawn off, I think.
Yeah. Oh, have you been eating rations the last few days as well?
How many days did it take me to get all the way back here?
2 days. Well, you camped out after the spiders, so 3, I guess, including
Yeah,
this.
I need to mark off one more ration then. Okay, so I have another short bow, this dress, the shirt. Find out what the heck those feathers are. I'll see if there's like a mage or something I can figure out about this book.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do the short bow first.
Okay.
Find a
So yeah, there's the main street of this town is well stocked with plenty of good shops, and there's a weaponsmith. I think it's the same guy you sold the short sword to, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems to recognize you and says, "Oh, welcome back. What can I do for you?"
Got an extra short bow this time. Was out scouting the woods. Found some guy, looked like he got in a fight with a giant spider. Neither of them made it out. Had a bow, though.
Uh-huh. Okay. Does you mind if I have a look?
Yeah.
Holding out his hands for it.
Hand him the bow.
Do you know what the price in the player's handbook is for a short bow?
25 gold.
25 gold. Looks like it says, yeah, it's in pretty good nick. I could give you 10 gold for it.
I'm like, sounds about fair.
Okay, he gives you that. Is there anything else you're going to sell, or to this guy at least?
I don't think I have anything else he'd want.
Okay.
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 I try
else
and
you looking
find
for?
like a clothier or something.
Yeah,
Tailor.
there's a pretty nice clothes shop.
Yeah,
in this
I have
place?
the nice woman's dress and a nice shirt. Pawn those off.
Yeah, he looks at those and says,
Same
I can
story,
give-
except I say it's like some people,
Yeah.
just like a pair of people camping out in the woods.
Okay. Says, huh? You're gonna give me a persuade check.
Ha.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, okay, cool. He'll offer you, he says, I'll give you 5 silver for the 2.
I don't care. Yeah, I pawn them off.
Salil Azahaz is not a salesman.
Nah. I'm like super overburdened, I don't care.
Yeah. You'll pay people to take this stuff off your hands.
I need to mark off a torch. There we go. Okay. Now, is there like a town mage or spellcaster?
There is actually, yeah, a spellcaster in town, which you're a little surprised to find, but it's not like super unusual.
Okay.
But yeah, for a
um,
place this size, you weren't probably expecting it, but there is a wizard who has a shop on the main street.
I show him the feathers first and
Okay.
ask if he has any idea what they are.
Hang on a sec.
I describe the creature they came
Okay.
from.
All right. This wizard, this is about half elven though. Is this going to be a problem for you?
I mean, nah, he's a half elf. It's okay.
Okay.
It's not their fault.
Hang on a sec.
I don't blame half elves.
Okay. So yeah, he looks over the feathers and makes some sort of test. Looks over and says, "Well, I'm not too sure. Actually, let me see how intelligent he is. If he's particularly intelligent, no, he's not sure." He says, "I can't tell. They look kind of like bird feathers to me."
Yeah. He doesn't recognize the description.
No,
Okay.
actually.
I show him the book then.
So he takes it and sort of thumbs through and like slowly flicks through the pages. And, like,
same spider story.
yeah, and like raises his eyebrows quite a bit. And he says, and he sort of stops and he like flicks through to a few different passages while he listens to you talk. And let me see what he says.
I've got a pretty good idea about this thing being valuable. So.
Says, yeah. It's a certainly very valuable book. Says, says I could give you 10 gold pieces for this book.
I give him a look like, really? Really, dude? I'm like, this is either a spell book or it's to deal with some crazy magical stuff in those ruins. And I know they go for way more than 10 gold.
He sort of sighs and says, well, I wouldn't say way more, but he's sort of like thinking. Says, I could do 15 then.
I'm like, I might get a guy to translate this for me first. We'll see.
It says, well, how about 20 then?
I just take the book.
Okay, he says, all right, and he lets you go.
Yeah. I mean, spell books are worth a lot of money.
Yeah, I hope I haven't like fucked up and spell books cost way more than I think.
The base cost is 50, and then it's more for like every single spell that's in it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking, but
yeah, they're and like I have a pretty good idea that they're worth a lot of money at least.
Scare has a pretty good idea.
My character also would know it's like, yeah, you're not gonna become a mage unless like you've got a couple hundred gold.
Maybe.
To waste on all their crap.
Okay.
So yeah. I'll head to the bar, ask around for my halfling friend, see if he showed back up.
He says, the guy says, there's been a few come through here. The bartender's
Merrick.
like,
he doesn't know the name.
Didn't catch names. No, sorry.
I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Get a room, get a nice dinner.
Get the silver dinner, and then 5 silver for a room.
Yep, and so that's 3. Okay. Yeah. Clean up, sleep in a real bed for once. Get up in the morning. I get the breakfast burrito.
Of course. You've made enough money to do that?
I have enough silver. Okay, check around, see if Merrick is around.
He doesn't. You don't see him around.
Yeah. I ask around if the feathers describe the creature. Ask if anyone knows what it was. Both it and the reptilian thing, but I have the feathers from the one.
Oh, someone with the reptilian thing. There's a dwarf, and he says, that's got to be a wyvern. And he like starts describing the creature, and it sounds pretty much exactly like what you saw.
Yeah, okay.
So he's like, he says, you're lucky you got away.
Yeah, I was distracted by Hippogriff, or, well, I wouldn't know it's Hippogriff yet. I was distracted by other thing I described.
Creature.
They were like fighting, or it was hunting it or something, I don't know.
Wow. You're lucky that it was around then, because if wyvern gets side of you and grabs on or stings you, He shakes his head. Not good.
Yeah, it looked pretty nasty. Any idea what the other thing was?
Not sure. I've heard of something like that before, but I couldn't tell you its name.
All right, yeah, I think him. I like buy him a drink or something.
Okay, yeah, sure. He gets like the hardest ale they have, seeing as he's a dwarf.
Just like a silver.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Okay. Yep.
Um,
Ask around for a little bit in the morning, and then I'll see if like anyone will transport me back to where I just came from.
yeah,
Back
there's
to the
plenty of
south.
people passing through.
Yeah, I find another wagon guy.
Yeah, there's a pair of humans, husband and wife. They're heading down to pick up a bunch of stuff and transport it back. They've got empty crates in the back, but there's enough sort of room.
Yeah.
They've got a covered wagon. And you
Yeah.
can find a spot to sit.
Yeah, I offer to like work as a guard on the way down in exchange for transport.
Yeah, they say it'll be 1 silver a day.
Yeah, how many days?
Well, let's
Assuming
see.
they don't die.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's with the increased rate of travel.
Oh, that's true. Probably. Yeah, so they're probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably 5 days.
Okay, yeah. I go with them.
All right.
Anything happen along the way? The entire time I'm just making like polite conversation, same deal.
Yeah, they're not nearly as talkative as Merrick, but they make decent conversation. They're just a couple of just like laborer transporter type people.
Yeah.
Take around crops. Let's see, on the first day. What do we have? Probably make a perception check, I guess.
Really, really need Sentinel. 19.
Okay. Yeah,